Hi everybody, welcome to Module 8, our final module of Professional Learning Leader. In our final module, you're going to have an opportunity to assess your readiness for being a professional learning leader in the digital age. And you'll be looking at yourself to see how far you've come and where you have areas still for growth. Finally, you'll be assembling your PLL portfolio and doing some peer editing of portfolios, and then doing a final submission of your portfolio for your certification. Anyway, let's take a look here at what this will all look like. You're going to have the 8A assignment, which is the reflection activity, and you're going to have 2 prompts to assess yourself against, and then you're going to be assembling your portfolio, and I'm going to be showing you in a moment how you can go about that. You'll be assembling the portfolio this week, and then by Sunday you need to submit your link to your portfolio. Then next week, for the first part of the week through Thursday, you'll be looking at 2 other portfolios from your cohort and providing feedback through the facilitators, and we'll get it back to the person on your review of their work. And then you're going to take that feedback and make corrections, adjustments, whatever is needed, and then your one of your facilitators will review your portfolio from beginning to end. We'll make some final comments and feedback of things that we think you might need to adjust from our point of view, and then you'll fix those as well. And then finally you'll be submitting your portfolio as completed to us, and then we will send it on with the whole cohort probably within 1 to 2 weeks after the Module 8 was originally due, so that would be this next coming Sunday. Once the LEC organization has your portfolios, it's roughly 2 weeks to a month after that you will receive your certificates back through email. And then finally, if you are one of those who had applied at the beginning of the course for Fresno Pacific University credit, and that had to have been set up at the beginning, and you would have had to fill out their application forms, matriculate, pay your fee to them. Then we will send your grades in, and then you will be able to pull a transcript from the Fresno Pacific site. So let's go ahead and take a look inside Module 8 in PowerSchool. All right, now we're in PowerSchool for Module 8. And if you look down the page here, you'll see a lot of familiar things. First of all, you do have a little bit of textbook reading, so make sure you follow the link and read what there is to read for Module 8. It's not as much reading as it usually is, which is nice because we're near the end here. Here is that Reflection 8A course experience, and as you can see, you have 2 prompts, and it looks like somebody's already done a post here. That's great. And then down here are your instructions for your portfolio assembly. So first of all, before you start working on your portfolio, definitely before you submit it, make sure that all of your assignments have received a passing grade. So that means every discussion, every portfolio assignment, every learning activity, and every reflection. They all have received a passing grade. If any of them still remain outstanding as far as passing grades, you do need to go back and look at our comments in the grade book, and then go into that assignment, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then notify all 3 facilitators through the messaging system that you are ready for that particular assignment to be rechecked. Once you are ready to assemble your portfolio and have all your passings on your assignments, the only items that need to be included in the portfolio, as you can see here, are your portfolio assignments, which are the C on each module. So, for the last module, 7C would be your portfolio assignment. And then also the reflection for each module needs to be included. So you have 2 assignments, the C and the D in each module, the portfolio assignment and the reflection. You are welcome to put more than that in your portfolio, but you're only required to put in the portfolio assignments and the reflections. So your portfolio itself, you can use any web content manager creation tool that you want. However, if you want to use a template that we've already created that has all the sections set up and you just need to drop things into the proper section, then up here at the top you'll notice there's a link called LEC Portfolio, and in parentheses it says link to Google Sites LEC PLL template. So let me show you what happens when I click that. It takes me over to the template. You can see all of the headings for each module are down the left side, and then over here you'll see a big blue button that says use template. All you have to do is click that and it will create a template for you with all this already set up, and then all you have to do is go in and edit each page by clicking on the pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and click this so you can see what happens. So I clicked use template. Then you have to pick some design you want to use. So I'm going to be pretty boring here and pick the one that's over here. There's a template, you know, ready. Actually, I think I'm already using it. Silly me. Anyway, right here, name your site, and here if you went back and looked at the directions, it would be LEC PLL Portfolio, and then your name. And so whatever your name is, and then you'll see down here that it's generating a website address for you. You could also pick some other themes to design with down here. So I could pick, let's say I like this. And you can also, let's see, it's up above, I guess, here. No, that was it. That was it. Down here we have to say that we're not a robot, but, oh, here it is, more options. Okay, and if you want to give a description, a few words about your portfolio, you can put that there. I'm sure you're not going to be checking this box. So now I check this, and then I'm going to get one of those CAPTCHA. No, guess not going to get that either. Okay. I haven't done this. This is the old style, not old style, what do you call it? Legacy style Google Sites. Haven't used it in a while. And then click create. And so now it's going to create a website with that name, with all the pages set up, and all you have to do is put them into place. So it says creating your site. Takes a couple moments, and here we are. So ready to go. I can see up in the heading, although I didn't capture the heading with the address, so you're not able to see, but I could see that it says LEC PLL Portfolio and my name up at the top. Okay, one thing we want to point out that's really important. You've got a home page. Below that it says resume, vita, and bio optional. If you are not going to use that page in your portfolio, and you're not required to, you need to delete it from navigation. So you're going to come up here to the settings, and you're going to want to go into manage site, and it will come up at a place here where you can look at the pages, and that will give you a chance then to take out the Vita, you know, and so you can actually select this page and delete it. You can also change the order around and things like that. Okay, so that's how to create a site using the old style. I'm going to do a site using the new Google Sites, and I think you'll see that it's a lot easier, but the hard part is you won't have the template to use because the new Google Sites hasn't created a template system yet. So we're going to go to Google, click on the waffle, and then you're going to see down here, or you may have to go to more, but you're going to then see sites. Pick on sites. Okay, now on the left here, I don't see the new Google Sites, and the reason is because I'm not in Chrome. So what I want to do is go down to the bottom of the screen and click the Chrome browser icon, okay? And then if I click the waffle from inside Chrome, which also you can see remembers my settings for Google and things like that, if I click Sites here, you're going to see a little different thing on the left. See? New Google Sites. Let's go. And that's what that really means. So you can see all these other portfolios I've had in my system or been connected to in the past. But here we go. I'm going to go to New Google Sites, or someone shared with me. So I'm now in the New Google Sites, and you can see I have a website that I maintain here. But I'm going to go down to the bottom left, and you can see a little plus sign. I didn't really grab enough of the screen for you to see it real well, but there's a red circle with a plus sign to create a new site. So I'm going to click that. And the next thing I'm going to see is the beginnings of a new Google site. And again, remember, I'm not able to get a template, so I'm going to actually have to physically create my pages here. But it's super, super easy. So up at the top, you name your site. So LEC PLL Portfolio, your name, done. Okay, that's that easy. And then I'm going to click here. This is the home page. You could call it home or welcome, either one. I think the template had home, so we'll use what it said. But home or welcome, either one's fine. Okay, so this page is done. So this is so easy to use. So at the top here, I'm really mad at myself because I created the field to do this recording in while I was in Power School, and I should have gotten a bigger field to be able to do this page. But anyway, I can click this over here. It means themes. So if I click themes, I could switch to a different theme style. I could change the colors. I can change to a whole different style altogether, etc. I mean, you could do a lot here, and you could change out the pictures once you get a style. So once the style is here, you're not stuck with this picture. You could change the image for the banner or even the header type. So you have a lot of freedom here. So I'm ready to make more pages. So let's do that first. So if I click over here on pages, and I go to the bottom and click the new page icon at the bottom on the right, I could call the next page, oh gosh, I can't remember what Module 1's topic was. So I'll just say Module 1, but you are going to use the wording that was the name of that module. You're not going to use words like Module 1, Module 2, because this is going to be on the public internet, and the public has no clue what you mean if you say Module 1, Module 2. They won't know. So put what the module was about. So I'm just using this to make sure I can get it done. Under Advanced, just to show you what's there, if you wanted to create a custom address, and then structure under the address, you could, but you really don't need to do that. Just click Done. And now it's making a page for Module 1, and you can see that it's building a navigation over here and a navigation across the top here. So I can add another page. This one will be Module 2, but it'll be the wording that is the title actually in Module 2. I just should have printed it before I started talking because I don't want to pull off and look at that on Power School right at the moment. Okay, then you just keep on creating your pages. It's very simple. There you go. Now realize this is all private until you publish it. So this is just private to you and only accessible to you through your new Google Sites by going through your profile. When you've got it all done and you publish it, you'll be clicking this publish button, and you can see there's other things up here. You could preview, you can undo, redo, you could share with others. That's important to do, as it's not something you're going to do up front, but once you click publish, everybody's going to be able to see it. But if you want to keep it draft and only have a couple people see it, you see you have options here. I'm not going to do any of this right now. However, I'm wondering if it's going to let me out of this. I guess I'll click Done. Okay, so you're going to make your 8 sections up here. They will in the background be these. By the way, if you make a mistake, you could always drag these to a different location. If you accidentally skip one, you just move things around. It's super easy. When you're ready to insert on a page, You just click the Insert tab, and you could see, super easy. If you want a text box, you click and you have a text box, and these can be moved around as needed later. You can add images, upload documents, embed. Don't recommend that you upload documents because you can connect from your Google Drive. You can use embed code and embed from either Google Drive or Microsoft Office 365 Office Online. Either one is fine. Down here, if you're using Google Docs, though, it's super easy because down here you can see that there's a quick one-click button. If I wanted to connect a Google Doc, I simply click that. It then will go through and search my Google Drive, and I would simply pick something and insert it. And it will insert it and embed it in one click. Super easy. Can't get it easier than that. If I click, let's see, if I click anywhere else, you can see that you can move it around. If I go to preview, I'll see what it looks like as a website, and you'll see it rebuild as the website. You're out of edit mode here, but you can see how this is now an embedded document. All you had to do, isn't that easy? Okay, there you go. Now, if any of you are really bent on using something like Wix or Sway or any of those will also work for the creation of your portfolio. It's just that you need to make sure that all of your content is publicly viewable, that no one needs a login or share link to be able to view your content. All content needs to be embedded, meaning that it must be showing up completely viewable right on the page like this is. Plus, we should be able to easily see a link to take us to the document where it resides in the cloud if we want to. And then just make sure that all of those are published so that anyone can view them. This is really tricky if you're using your district's Google or Microsoft, because sometimes you don't realize that those are only shareable internally in the district unless you go in and disable that in the document. So with that, I'm going to go back to the presentation here, and I think we're done. And so I just need you to be aware that you need to let us know that you finished your portfolio by clicking into the portfolio assignment discussion board and posting a link to your portfolio there. And then after Sunday the 19th, we will come, is it the 19th? No, I think it's the 15th, sorry. We will come in as facilitators and send out emails so that each of you have 2 portfolios to do a peer review on. So that seems to be it, and we will stop here and enjoy the learning.